Hello guys and welcome here to the Lyft National Series. This is race number 10 here today from the Phoenix International Raceway. Today we present to you the Call 1-811 before you dig 200. I hope I got that right. But of course, for the first time ever in Lyft National Series competition, we have a double header. And of course it gets kicked off today here at Phoenix. We'll again, as mentioned, we'll be back here tomorrow as well for the second race from Phoenix. However, for race number 1, Zach Fitzwater is going to be on the pole, and to his outside will be Tim Randolph. A few things to note before we get going, as I might have mentioned midway through the truck race yesterday, is that these guys, again, going to be running tomorrow. The starting lineup was determined by normal qualifying for this race. Tomorrow's race, positions 1 through 19 invert, so whoever finishes 19th will be on the pole for tomorrow's race. And then of course whoever finishes 20th on back, you will start where you finished. So even more crucial to land into one of those top 19 positions, so that way maybe, just maybe, you have a shot at being at the front for the second race and really put yourself in a good position leaving this doubleheader race weekend. Anyway, let's get going. Let's roll the intro and we'll be back with your starting lineup here in just a moment. DCN presentation starts right now. Here we go. The starting lineup, it's going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. And again, for this race, as mentioned, there was qualifying. For the next race here, tomorrow, positions 1 through 19 invert. The second half of the field remains the same. But anyway, Zach Fitzwater, he'll lead us through turns 3 and 4. He's used to winning double headers. We'll see if he can do so on the Lyft National side as the green flag flies. We're underway at Phoenix. Oh, I'm hearing some hits back there. We do have a caution. Looks like the 25, Dan Hummel. Something went wrong with Dick Clark as well. Do they pit here? Of course, this race 10 laps longer than yesterday's. They won't pit, so let's go see what happened. Same thing as what happened in the truck race yesterday. You see they're just too tight and the 9 just pinches the 25 into that wall, and then Ben Crouch kind of just nowhere to go. Can't really let up because he has the 2 behind him. And Dan Hummel, unfortunately, going to lose a handful of positions. A tough break for the 25. Let's take you back to the green here in just a moment. Getting ready for the restart. Something went wrong too with the 78 of Hans Dubois. He is on the pit lane still. We'll of course try to get a follow-up when we can. But for the meantime, it's Zach Fitzwater in the lead. Then you got Nicole Hill in second, Austin Shaw third, Tim Randolph fourth, Dylan Ibrahimian in fifth. Then you got Alexander Rose sixth, Nick Lange in seventh, Axel Smith eighth, Trevor Collins in ninth, and Pretty Shaw, yesterday's winner, in 10th as we're back underway. Of course, keep in mind the bad news now with the 98 and the 78, 98 and 78, sorry. Oh, the 66 got pushed up the track. These guys are not playing nice. What I was going to say is with the 78 and the 98 on the pit lane, of course, this is bad news for them because they will be starting at the back for tomorrow's race. Again, there's no rule for to the rear for a backup car. I never really thought I'd need that rule, but hey. Guess that's something to think about as we got a wreck behind. The 17's in the wall. The 10, the 5. The caution is out. A 3-car wreck. As Zach Fitzwater and Austin Shaw hang on to the top 2 positions. We'll see if they pit. And they will. So let's watch the cycle of stops. Probably the first of 2 today. The 65 is going to stay out. So Dave James will become the new race leader. That's good for Dave James. He needs to be leading right now. He's had a bad start to the season. Former Carvana champion. Let's see what they all do here. Right side's going on the 39. It's going to be a 4-tire stop. Looks like the 15 did too. And he'll get to win the race off. Then Zach Fitzwater's teammate Carter Joey's going to come off second. Let's go see what happened. Looks like the 10 tries to get all he can here. The 5's holding his ground. 17's holding his ground. And unfortunately, with the 10 trying to get everything he can, it unfortunately takes out 3 cars in this wreck. Tough break for those 3. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart here. Dave James stays out. Will that impact his tire wear? Or will his tire wear be an impact? Of course, in second we got Steve Johnson. In third is Carter Joey. Fourth, Zach Fitzwater. Nicole Hill fifth. Nick Lange sixth. Trevor Collins seventh. Pretty Shaw eighth. Austin Shaw ninth. Max Anderson rounds out the top 10. Of course, the 2 cars behind, besides the 78, as the green flag flies, they took 2 tires. Zach Fitzwater took 4. How much of an impact is that going to have? And it doesn't look like any as we sail off into turn 1. Fitzwater to the inside of his teammate, trying to make something happen. He won't. Dave James leading this race. He's trying to pull away from the lapped car in the 15 of Steve Johnson. Oh, the 19 dives it in and catches the 23. The caution's back out. You see the 15's going to try to get around the 78 before the caution, and he won't. I expect the 65 to pit this time, but let's go see what happened. Well, the 23 has every right to be upset here. He just got dive bombed. and slammed and basically just slammed into that outside wall. So I don't blame the 23 if he's upset after that. Let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart here. It'll be Steve Johnson, Zach Fitzwater, Nick Lange, Riker Faden, Nicole Hill, then Trevor Collins, Max Anderson, Dario Vasquez, Austin Shaw, and Dylan Ibrahimian. That is your top 10. Will we still see some craziness, or will these guys finally tone it down? We'll see as the green flag is going to fly. We're back underway here at Phoenix. See the 51 trying to get around the 39. 39 did not have a great restart. Looks like 39's also got some rear end damage too. Oh, the 39 gets spun. Nick Lange. And you can imagine right there, Zach Fitzwater is going to be very upset at his fellow rookie competitor. Pit stops are occurring. Looks like it's going to be 4 tires this time for the 15. But he's not going to win the race off. Look at that. The 39's going to come off here. Or no, wait. The 39's in the first pit stall. My mistake. See, Riker Faden's going to win the race off. Let's go see what happened. Just not a smart move by Nick Lange. He dives it in, kind of hooks Zach Fitzwater and doesn't let go, and sends them both spinning into that outside wall. A tough break for the 39 and the 51. We'll take you back to the green in just a moment. Getting ready for the restart. Kyle Orlando stays out, and he'll lead the race over Riker Faden, Steve Johnson, Nicole Hill, Max Anderson. Then you got Trevor Collins, Dario Vasquez, Roberto Crown Jr., Dylan Young, and Matt Klein. That is your top 10. As they'll make their way through turns 3 and 4. We're past the halfway mark. Will we see a totally different second half of the race, or more of the same? We're back underway. Get Zach Fitzwater's face on the screen. It's a lap traffic moment. Presented by Fitzwater's Angerness. We'll see how quickly that 5 can make work of his teammate. He won't be able to. The 15's going to pit. Here comes Riker Faden for the lead. 4 versus 2. Or 4 versus no pit stop. And it looks like 4 tires pays off. No surprise. There comes the 15 off the pit lane. Where will he merge in? Looks like the 2 got into the wall. Hopefully no major damage. We got 15 to go. And the battle for the lead is on. Dario Vasquez. Riker fading, and you see Dario has to lift a little bit. And that 6 is putting all the pressure he can on the 7. You see there, the battle is on. Side by side. See if they can get this battle settled. The 6 dives it in deep. It's been tough to pass on the inside in turns 3 and 4. But Vasquez makes it work. He'll get the race lead that lap. Will he finish the job? He has to lift because of the 78. But he's going to clear. Vasquez, the new race leader. Now he's going to try the same move on Hans Dubois. And he'll get around him and get a car between him and Riker Faden. And look at the gap that 6 is putting on second place. Over a second now, almost a second now. As again, that 78 is really making life difficult for the 7 of Riker Faden. Ten laps of racing to go. Again, a good time to check to see who's running in 19th, and right now, that'd be the guy who spun earlier. Dan Hummel running in 19th. He'd be on the pole for tomorrow's race, and actually now it'd be Sebastian Bennett as those 2 battle for the 19th position. Again, this is the battle for the pole tomorrow because one of these 2 will start first. Maybe somebody else, and then Dario Vasquez, who's leading, will start 19th tomorrow. And of course you got Dave Hashey, he's hanging out in 20th, that's where he would start tomorrow. As you see, 3 wide with the lapped car. And this is exactly what Dario wants to see. Well, maybe not, because it might bring out a caution. Yeah, so a reminder, we're back here tomorrow for the second race of the doubleheader. Then we wrap up the West Coast Swing in Las Vegas. And then we head to Charlotte and Darlington. Those are the next 2 races after Vegas. And then, of course, Daytona. So those are all coming your way very soon here on GCN. As you see, they get around the 78, but now the damage might be done. 2.1 back of the leader. And he's got clear sailing ahead. Dario Vasquez. Five laps to go. Again, I don't want to say it's a shoo-in, because anything can happen. We saw it at Pocono in the NASCAR Cup Series with Kyle Larson. He blew a tire in the final corner. We could see something like that happen. I don't think so on this end, but we could see anything crazy happen with 4 to go. The gap's at 2.4, and Vasquez just running away with this at this point. Three to go. And the gap's at 2.6, but Michael Collins is putting the pressure on for second. Two to go. The gap is now near 3. Oh, the 6 is slowing down. I hope he's not pitting. He's not. He's just got to make it through turns 3 and 4. White flag, 1 lap of racing to go. Presented by Mitchell's Memes. And those two battling hard for that second position. But Dario Vasquez, he's led a lot of laps this season. And of course he wants to get the doubleheader weekend off to a great start. I would say a win does just that. Dario Vasquez, he's going to get his first win of the season in the first Phoenix race of the doubleheader weekend. Congratulations to Dario Vasquez. How about that? Michael Collins, he just barely steals that second spot. Good work by the 13. Of course, everybody wants to know who's going to be on the pole tomorrow. Dave Hashey will be on the pole for tomorrow's race here at Phoenix. Sometimes finishing mid-pack, not necessarily a bad thing, and he proves that here today. We want to thank you for watching. Congrats again to Dario Vasquez on winning the first doubleheader race of the weekend. We're going to show you results and your standings, and we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon for more racing here from Phoenix. Hopefully we'll see you for the Cup race, though, in just a little bit. Otherwise, till tomorrow, goodbye, everyone.